Hello, everybody. Here we go for the TED Talk number 12 with one of the most influential tutors of our generation, Mr. Strobe. I think he's the most famous of our generation. Everybody knows him for his mad angles. He's representing TED Gods, is the crew he created with Intricate. They got Nasty in it, Dream, Arsenal, CJ Ray, Energy, and I know for sure that he's a member of Best Alive 2BA. And what to say, bro? Like, everybody know him. Finger Circus, those videos are legendary. All the videos he made with Yak Films are so crazy too. Uh, he's one of the only tutors with his teammate Intricate who participated in Fusion Concept here in France. That is one of the biggest battles that happen here. He's been judging this battle too. If I'm not wrong, he's been judging this battle the first year, and then he came back the year after to compete with Intricate in the 2 versus 2. Oh, he's here right now. I'm gonna call him. So, really, one of the most influential tutors of our generation.
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, Strobe? Everything
How you
good?
doing? How you doing, man?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm all good. Enjoying the sun, enjoying the day. A crazy world right now. You
Yeah,
feel me?
how's the situation in your city?
It's getting better. It's not too bad anymore. There's no more curfew. I think the military is leaving too.
Dope. Dope, things are getting better.
Uh,
Yo, so we're gonna get to it. For people who don't know you, just introduce yourself.
Yo, what is good? I go by the name of Strobe, or you guys can follow me on Strobe Flacco. I am the leader of TUTT Gods. You dig what I'm saying? I got my team with Intricate. Um, I'm considered, I guess, one of the best tutters out there. So, pleasure to meet y'all. It's good.
Thanks for accepting this invitation, bro. I know you're really influential and you must be really busy on those times.
Thank you,
So,
brother.
first question, when did you start and what style did you start it with?
I started in, I want to say 2009, and my first style of dancing was crumping. Uh, I started because of the church. They did when they crumping is it was first a worship type dancing for God. So that's what I started, and yeah, and then I found tutting maybe a year later, and then I just never stopped doing it. Tutting just became my favorite style to have.
Really dope. So, how old you were at that moment?
Uh,
How old you were at that moment?
I want to say I was like 17, 16, 17 years old.
Really dope. So, who is this first person you saw doing cut?
In the Bay Area, I've seen there. Okay, so you have Rated R. Rated R is my favorite dancer ever. He's a dancer from the Bay Area, but when I seen it, it was on YouTube. I think 2008, and then he was doing like really advanced tuts, like for the time. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. I was like, yo, that shit's crazy. So I watched him. I watched Oscar. Oscar's another good tutter out here. Chunky is another great tutter. And yeah, that's who I watched when I was getting raised. Oh, Scope Boy too. Scope Boy's like one of my favorite tutters too.
That's really dope. So, those were your inspiration back then when you started, that's right?
Yeah.
And now, does it change? Do you look out for the same people, or does your inspirations change?
Honestly, it's like now I feel like my team Tut Gods are more my inspiration now. It's like, we help each other like if we see like a new concept or, something like that. So that's who I really look for inspiration or myself because it's crazy. I feel like no matter how long I've been dancing, I feel like I'm still like making new concept a lot. Like, you know what I mean? And it's still trippy.
That's really dope. So,
Mhm.
talking about the gods, why did you decided to do a team like this, and what is the importance for you of having a team?
Okay, so well, I don't know if you remember, but my fans know. Back in the day, I had a team called Finger Circus, and
For
it
sure.
was a whole team involving hands, like fingers. So we did commercials. We're always flying. We're always teaching, and only for finger touch. So I'm like, you know what? Fingers circus went a little bit more slow, throughout the years. So I'm like, hey, if I can do this with fingers, I can do it with my arms. So I'm like, okay, let me create a team of like who I think is like the best tutters in my eyes right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me and Intricate, our first time being teammates, Paris Fusion Concept, and that was that was the initiative. Like, okay, this is a team. Let's make a team. And then we got Dream, Nasty, NRJ, and then we started adding a lot more people from around the world, like Pumpkin. We got Droopy, Arsenal. It's just it's really dope to have this team, and to be able to lead my team and to see how good things are going with us, and like how much buzz we got, how many people want to battle us, how many battles we get invited to now. It's like, what I mean? It's really dope.
That's mad awesome. And you part of Best Alive too. That's right.
Hmm?
You part of Best Alive too, BA.
Yeah, BA is my first team in the Bay Area. Like when I was growing up, this was the only team. Like, okay, so there's like Bay Area teams. You have Turfines, you have Best Alive, you have Heat, you have Unknown, BTA, stuff like that. So growing up, it was like about where you're from. So I'm from Oakland, and Best Alive was kind of where based out of where I was from, and they had a lot of my favorite dancers at the time. So when I finally got to the level where I feel like I was able to do a team, they accepted me into the team, and now I'm one of the leaders in the team, and like we lead the team to victories and stuff. So Best Alive is my Bay Area battle team, but Tug Gods is like my team. It's my thing.
That's really dope.
Mhm.
So, what made you fall in love with TUTT? Like, why did you choose that's gonna be my style?
To be honest, it was like, okay, so one day it happened. I was a freshman in high school, and it's a big crowd. I thought it was fighting, so I was like, oh, let me go see. I went inside and I seen this guy, and he was like, he did, he was like, boop, boop, bop, 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 something like that, right? I was
Hmm.
like, oh, and I seen the reaction from the girls. The girls like, oh yeah, he's hella dope. Like, oh, I want your number, shit like that. I was like, okay, I gotta learn this shit. Like, cause what I'm saying? I used to skateboard, but I was like, I gotta get, the females. So, that happened, and, they taught me my first tut, and my first tut was this one. It was boop, boop, bop, 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 bop. Yeah, that was my first tut. And then I was like, okay, I started doing it for girls, but then I realized that I started getting really good with it. Like, I just started like loving it, and was like, I'm making a lot new stuff, and I just keep on finding new ways, new illusions, new, what I mean? It just started blowing my mind to where it was like, okay, I finally found something I'm really, 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 really good at. So that's the whole. That's why I chose tutting, because it's like that was one thing that I just couldn't stay away from. You know what I mean? It was just no matter how hard I try, if I try to learn a new style, I always learn a new style with tutting. You know what I mean? Like, so if I'm learning juking, I'm learning with tutting at the same time. Crumping and stuff like that.
That's really dope. So, would you say that tutting is a style on its own, or for you is a technique that is part of other dances?
Now I feel like back when I first started, they didn't accept tutting as a style. No, it was looked at as more of like a trick. You know what I'm saying? In like your style. But I feel like when we came out, we created, a different way of tutting to where the movements are different, the techniques, the concepts, the angles were so intense and so unique that I feel like what I mean. It forced its way to become a style. It was like, because if you're watching our battles, we're taking out poppers with just tutting. We're taking out crumpers with just tutting. We're taking out b-boys with just tutting. I mean, tutting is really powerful now, and it's really about how you do it, and like I mean, and it's like you can add in different style with tutting, and it makes sense. So it's like, yeah, I think of tutting as a style now, like all the way, 100%.
That's really dope. And
Mm-hmm.
did you add teachers, or did you develop your style? I mean, not all by yourself, because we always have influences, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, first it wasn't really tutting they were teaching me. My brother Scorpion, he has a dance league out here. It's WDA. You know what I mean? He taught me turfing. Like, they taught me how to look bone break. glide and stuff like that. So my foundation is always turfing. Like I know how to turf. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to turfing, that was my teacher. It was Scorpion, and I also had and my brother Phantom. Yeah, those were the two people teaching me at the time for turfing. Now when it came to tutting, I only had one teacher and one teacher only. His name is Scoboy. Scoboy is like one of the most legendary tutters in the Bay Area. Like if you guys don't know who that is, make sure you guys look him up. SCO space BOI. Look it up. Just Scope Boy versus somebody. You're gonna see where if you look at his style and then you look at me, you're gonna look like okay, you could definitely tell like Master Roshi, Goku. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And he actually is one of the main founders of the fishtail tut that I always do now. This one.
You
So
call it fishtail tit?
yeah, we call it fishtails. These ones right here.
Yeah,
Because you
yeah.
know, if you go like this, it look like a fishtail. You know what I'm saying?
Eh,
So yeah, he was my main teacher when it came to tutting and taught me a lot of just maneuvers and how to learn my body more when it came to the style. And then when it came to the angles, though, angles is all me. I created those. Those were like I was trying to learn how to bone break, but I couldn't do it behind my back. So I had to learn how to do it in front of me, like when I go like this or like that. Because, if you look at my style of tutting, it kind of looked like bone breaks, you know what I'm saying? In a
mm.
way, but just in front of your body. So, but it's really an illusion, guys. So don't think you have to be double jointed to be able to do this. You know what I mean? It's really just stretching. It's hella stretching. But yeah, that's what it is.
But it takes a lot of stretching, in fact.
Yes, a lot, because you could hurt yourself if you don't stretch properly for the moves that I do, like or the stretches and the angles. It can hurt. There's been times where I've done it without stretching, and I've like pulled my muscle, and I couldn't dance for like the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
yeah, so like that.
So, how would you say that you work on your tuts, and what is the difference in your trainings since you beginning and now?
Okay. So when it comes to difference between my training is well, you guys will see because I'm booked for the Battlefest TV series, and so you guys will see my new style. I don't just tut anymore. It's like I'm doing everything now. Like you guys will see my feet, my footwork got really nice, my animation, my you guys will see. I'm like moving now. So the way I used to train back in the day, just smoke weed and just practice, practice, practice. Now I take it more serious because it's part of my career. So I'll always do. I'll separate it by rounds, right? So I'll do one round popping, one round waves, one round tutting, one round feet, one round storytelling, and then one round doing it all together now. So every time I practice every single individual thing that I know, and then one round full of all of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between then and now. And then what was the other question about tuts,
How
right?
would you say that you work on your tuts? Like, what
Oh, so yeah,
training is
yeah.
about it?
So back in the day, it was more of like me creating the angle, right? So it was like trying to figure out how to do this before and like stuff like that. Now it's really about it's really about getting uncomfortable for me. I like making new things, making my body like in a different weird position. Like if you guys notice, like my new stuff, like going behind my head and stuff. Like I'm liking to take the time just to feel it now. Back in the day, I focused too much on trying to make something like new, and now it's like I'm just trying to get used to my body and like the muscle memory, and you know what I mean. That's what got me so much cleaner when my tutting was my muscle memory now. So now when I lab, I don't really have to think about new moves. It's just like my body just automatically like does shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how people say like, oh, there's a grid here. Like now it's just flow. Like okay, my body technique. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like that for me. It's like I don't really focus too much on the angles anymore because it just comes. So now it's more just about flow. Yeah.
So, did you work with drills, or is just like combos, or is more like
Um, it was mainly trying to make sets. So it was combo before when I first like my first years of battling with tutting and like stuff like that was mainly just trying to make combos like making a whole routine like oh so it's like nonstop and then now it's just nonstop without making the routine like you know what I'm saying so it's like unlimited combos nonstop. Sometimes like I'll record my videos and I'll watch it before I post it. I just like get hypnotized like what the hell did I just do like it's just crazy like you know what I'm saying like oh shit. Oh yeah, I encourage everybody that dances always record your lab. Always record that you're probably gonna do some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I always do.
That's really dope. So, with the time, what it means for you to be able to be influential in your style? Like, there is some people in some countries that dance like you know?
Yeah, it's it's amazing, bro, because I first did this the battles and stuff just to get respect where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Like get my name in my city and to be able to get my name around the world and see these kids doing my style and like what I made up is there's you it's priceless. You can't put the money on it. You can't it's something that I always feel like, everybody in life has a purpose, and it was like I didn't know my purpose until I found dancing, until I found that I can influence everybody from here, home around the world. Like there's kids in India, Philippines, Cambodia, Paris. You know what I mean? It's just like it's really cool, bro. And then when I travel and I meet my fans and shit, it's just like it's like a dream come true because it's just like you know what I mean. Like it feels like I'm a rapper or something. Like when I travel, it's like oh shit, can I get an autograph or you know what I mean? Like oh, can we practice? It's my dream. It's like oh shit, thank you God. You know what I mean? Always give it up to God. Prayer always. Uh-huh.
That's really dope. So, did you leave out of your church now?
Huh?
You made a living after your dance? Like, is your
Yeah,
full career?
yeah, yeah. So before I was homeless, I was homeless at the age of 17 all the way until I was 21 years old. I was just going house to house, couch, sometimes sleep outside, but it was a struggle. You know what I mean? I'm Cambodian, so it's like I'm Cambodian and Filipino, so it's like it's more strict family. Like you know what I mean, they want you to become a doctor, they want you to do you know they just want you to be successful. It was like I felt like the only way that I can vent a long time ago was to dance, and it was like that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see we get one time to live, and I wanted to see if like I was able to make something out of something I loved. You know what I'm saying? So when I was homeless, I didn't think it would work, and I was just dancing on the street for money. And then when I did my first commercial, it was for McDonald's. I did a video at Yak Films. It's called Digits, and that's how McDonald's found me. And then I did the commercial for McDonald's, and then I made my first $27,000 from a check. So that changed my life, and it was like, oh shit, like this could be a job, like this could really be all this hard work and it just all that money at one time. I was really young. I think I was 20 years old when it happened for me. And so then I got a house. I got my car. This is all dancing, bro. Like I got all the shoes I never had before. I got the clothes that I wasn't able to wear. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it's truly a blessing. And then we did finger circus. And then with finger circus, we traveled all the time. We got paid to do everything. We did multiple commercials. We're going overseas. We're getting big money, like for performances and stuff. And it's just like it's still going on now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so when I started, it was from the commercial then, and it's still like today. Yeah, I all my money comes from dancing, or I have a cannabis YouTube channel that gives me a lot of money too. So that's how I'm making my living. It's just like YouTube and like what I mean with dancing. It's really it's a blessing, man. Honestly. But for anybody who wants to do what we do, remember it takes hard work. It's not gonna come overnight. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be hard. But it's gonna be worth it in the end if you really put your mind to it. And if you put God first, always pray, and you know what I mean, just put your head in the game. Never get what I mean distracted by the world's distractions. Just work hard, and I promise, bro, like you'll get what you want in life. You just gotta work for it. Show.
So, would you say that there is something to handle differently about your image and your dance when you want to live up just with it? Or is like the same thing but just pushing for?
Wait, one more time. Say it again.
When you want to make a living out of dance, would you say that the way that you handle your dance and your image is different than when you just chilling?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like okay, so when I first started, remember I told you I didn't know I was gonna be in a position I'm at now. And where I'm coming from, I come from the ghetto. I come from Oakland, California. So I was doing the bad things as well when I was younger. I was sagging my pants, getting into the fights. We were stealing. We were trying to make money. We were homeless, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But you know, when you first get that first professional like gig, you know what I mean. Like McDonald's is my first ever professional gig. You know, they buy you hotel rooms, they give you money to go eat, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Wardrobe, you get to see that, you know what I mean. Like you have to carry yourself as a businessman as well. You know what I mean. Like you can't be out here thugging around and still, you know, be getting, you know, trying to be focused with that. You know what I mean. So when you first start off, bro, you always got to carry yourself, learn how to talk proper, um, learn your business, read your contracts. You know what I'm saying? If you ever get booked, remember, read the contracts. You could probably do a gig for $3,000, and then they'll probably sue you because you did something because you didn't read nothing. You know what I mean? Always read your stuff, and you know what I mean. Just be somebody that you want your kids to look up to. That's what I want to say. Like, I mean, or you want your little brother or sister to look up to. You just be somebody like that. Be a good person.
Really dope message. And just a parenthesis, how did you get on that um, cannabis industry too?
Well, my cousin, his name is Dante. He's a genius. So, you know, we always smoked, you know, on the low, you know what I mean? Just smoked and stuff, you know. But you know, what's happening is, you know, as we got older, you know, the cannabis industry was booming. You know what I mean? The numbers just started like the industry was worth like $68 billion when we started doing the show. And then it got legal. Like it's legal now. It's not illegal no more. Like we can smoke now without getting in trouble. So that made the market go even more higher. Like I think it's almost $100 billion. So we started it because it's like, you know, if you watch my show, my fans get to see how truly like I'm really humorous. I'm really funny naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody loves like when I'm around because I make people laugh like all day. So I just wanted to put my energy and, you know, show my people who I really am through that. You know, have a comedy show, like a family show. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And then it just started taking off. We went viral every single time we posted, over 100,000, over 1 million views. Like so, then we started getting sponsorships. High Time Magazine, the biggest magazine for cannabis, booked me, interview, boom. We were sponsored by Raw Papers. We're getting $75,000 deals. We're like, oh shit, like getting flown out to go smoke. So it's like, oh crap. Um, so it just like me and Frenchie, and Kid Strobe, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? We did the show together, and it just, you know what I mean. Now it's like we're celebrities in the cannabis world, and then, you know what I mean, with the dancing world too. So it's like, holy shit. Like, you know what I mean, there's two ways of income. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to have 6 ways of income. So I mean, we got those two, and now we're trying to look for the other revenues. You dig? Mm-hmm.
Can you talk more about those 6 ways of income?
Well, like I mean, well, I watch a lot of documentaries. I mean, you know, I mean, if you want to become a millionaire, you have to have 6 revenues of income because it's like the more you know give out, it's gonna come back tenfold. So it's like, okay, we have the cannabis show, right? The cannabis show is one for some source of income that's providing money. We have dancing that's providing money. Now we're trying to find the other 4 ways that we can have plugged in towards, you know, money, 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 money. So that way the money keeps building up, and then you take the money that you have and then you invest it, you know what I mean, into the right things, money that's going to make itself. Like you can invest into a barbershop. Barbershops make money themselves, you know what I mean. That like when you get older like me, because I'm about to be 28 years old this year, you gotta like wait, think about the future, you know what I mean. You gotta think about, okay, I don't want to dance forever like professionally. Like I'm gonna get old eventually, like, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna be 40 years old like this. You know what I'm saying. Nah, bro. Like I want to retire by then. So it's like now it's just trying to find my ways to put myself into businesses that I know are gonna make the money for itself. You know what I mean? Just keep making money, money like that.
So if you retire, will you want to be still like in the dance industry, but like behind the scene, or
Oh
like
yeah, I still love to go teach and like just from babbling though. Like I'm saying, like I'm done with this shit. I'm too old. But I would love to go, you know, make appearances and like judge still. You know what I mean? Maybe even a showcase every once in a while. You know, for the younger people and, you know, stuff like that. Just to show them like, oh yeah, this was what TUTT Gods did. This is why this works now. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
we got a kind message in the comments. Strobe, I've been watching you and loaded up for 3 years, finger studying and flexing, got cured from cancer, and got the news after I did one of your flex freestyle.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, that's really dope. That's hella cool. I'm gonna screenshot that. That was tight, bro. Here, I'm gonna throw a little peace out right there. You know what I'm saying? Boom. There we go. Hey, pure love to you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's tight.
That's
Congratulations about beating cancer too, bro. Good shit.
for
That's
sure.
that's big.
That's really amazing. Okay, talking about that, what is your favorite kind of work? Is it like teaching, judging, performing, battling? Like, what
Uh,
do you?
the most okay, so I started off as battling, so that's kind of like a drug for me. You feel me? Like when I'm in the ring and I'm battling, I just get so hyped. Like that's like a high for me. Like I love battling to death. Teaching is another, like I love every single way that I can come and dance, for like a community, because there's different like ways of joy that I get from it. Like teaching, to see like me spreading my gospel, to the kids that didn't even know how to tut, and now they're looking really, really dope. It's like, okay, like, what I mean? That's another high for me. It's good. My favorite of all time though is when they fly me out and do commercial work. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I feel like every dancer should have that experience to where you're treated like a king. Like you go like this, and they bring you hot chocolate. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my back hurts. They got somebody rubbing your back. Like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's just like that's my favorite, because it's like you work so hard, so hard, and it's like you went through all the struggle, pain, tears, you know what I mean, all this stuff, and now you're being treated like you should, and you worked for that. So that's like my favorite feeling ever, is that shit.
Yeah, it's important to remind that we go to all of that pain, tears,
Mhm.
and being like wanting
Mhm.
to sleep every time because we work too much. Because some people just see the results, you know?
Yep, and they don't see how hard it took to get there, and it's like they want it. They're just thinking it should be handed to them. Like, oh yeah, why not me? You got to work for it. We started off just like you. It wasn't, what I mean. Nobody knew who I was at a point in time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So remember, it's about you. It's about how hard you want it, how much you want it. If you want this much as you want to breathe, then you'll get it. Trust me. Fact.
That's so that's right. And what's your favorite memory about dancing?
Going to Paris, my first time. Fusion Concept 2015. My whole life, before I passed away, I always say that I want to go to Paris. Like that's somewhere I always loved, and in the culture, like Kanye West always go to Paris, and you see all the fashion and you see all the people and like how beautiful it is. So that was my dream, to always go to Paris. And then Cannon called me and he's like, "Yo, I want you to come to Paris and judge a battle and dance for us." I said, "Oh shit," and teach. I said, "What?" So when he booked me there, we went to see the Eiffel Tower, and it's just, being a kid from Oakland, I had no home. Now this, I mean, it was the best feeling that I can remember. Like no commercial, no flight. That's the only thing that I remember for the rest of my life. It showed that it's just like, boom, I did it. Like it's like that was the moment I was like, I did it, I made it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Pretty dope. And from what I remember, because I'm from Paris, it was the first time that they brought out someone that do only tuts for dance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
So
remember out there, and it was before, when I come out there was not a lot of tutting, and then after I come back, 2017, everybody's tutting now. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. It was really dope to see, and then like Sadek and Cannon, the team, how they do like the videos, all like four of them. It's really dope. It's like, okay, now it's like now tutting is getting the respect that it should. You know what I mean? Now it's worldwide, and it's gonna be really dope. Like, yeah, I can't wait to go to India. India is like another spot for me.
yeah, me too, bro. I see that the community right there is so active, and I know they want to brought like all the elite tutters, and I know they want to learn so bad.
Yeah, facts. They're the most dedicated for sure when it comes to tutting, for sure. Like they're doing stuff where I'm impressed. Like, oh shit, okay, like okay, all right,
Just in the comments, don't worry for your stat. I'm gonna ask him, but at the end of the interview, he wants him to he wants you to say 3D tuts since 10 comments. I don't know why.
oh yeah. What's up, 3D Tuts? Little Puma. What's good? What's good? Feel me?
Okay, now we got it. So, what is the difference for you in the tutting culture, in the tutting movement since you started and now?
Well, when I first started, there was a lot of elite tutters with me, like where I'm from. We had myself. There was one of my favorite tutters ever. His name is Mac. He was one of my teammates. We had Laylo. There was a lot of great tutters out here. So it was more of like a competition, like Goku, Vegeta, Sasuke, Naruto. You know what I mean? It was always back and forth. And then that back then it was just straight competition. Now a lot of them stopped dancing or just you know what I mean just stopped putting effort. So it's like now I'm top dog, and it's really cool to just have people ask me for like approval now. You know what I mean? Like, oh, is this tight or what can I do? Like back in the day, it was more I was trying to ask questions. Like I mean, so it's like it's full circle. So it's really cool. But
And
that's how cutting movement now. It's like I feel like now I'm at the age where I'm like almost like damn near an OG when it comes to tutting. You know what I'm saying? Like not hella old and shit, but like as far as like generation, my generation's passed. Now it's like you know we have the new generation. To them, I feel like I'm their OG. So it's like it's really dope, bro. Like I feel like a grandmaster now. Like you know what I'm saying, like Ip Man or some shit.
that's really dope.
Mhm.
Questions? Yes, Injin, I would like to go to Hong Kong. I would like to go anywhere. What do you think about the evolution of the community? Like, do you think it has grown bigger? And what do you think we have to do to become big, like popping or other styles? You know?
Mhm. Well, over the time, tutting it took a while to hit, but it finally is here now. The tutting community is so worldwide and so big now. It honestly, it's like every time you see a dance video, you're gonna see tuts damn near. You know what I mean? Like somebody's trying to do some new tuts angles. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's eye candy now. People like that shit. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that, I feel like tutting now is so worldwide to where all you guys need to do is go whoop some ass in the all style tournaments. I need all you tutters to go out there and whoop ass in the all style tournaments, and I promise you, tutting will be as big as popping ASAP. Like if you know tutting competitions, is C-Tut, you know, Finger Circus, Dexterity Dance League. That's one of our big ones. That's a worldwide tutting contest. But I'm pretty sure, and maybe after the virus bullshit's over with and all the war and like you know what I mean all the police brutality is over with, I feel like we can have way more tutting leagues now. Like there will be a lot more people that are more influenced to throw these battles. Because if you watch a tutting battle, it's hella entertaining. It's so much entertainment. Like you don't get bored off of just foundation. Like you're sitting watching new concepts, watching stories, watching you know what I mean, like somebody using their whole body and like you know what I mean, making new angles and shit. It's gonna be there, bro. It's the most like I feel like it's one of the most like universal styles now that you know from back in the day to now. Like of course, like you know we have popping. It's always been worldwide, but like now it's tutting's time, bone breaking's time. Like this is like we're dancing like gods now. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Tut God isn't like, and that's how I wanted to touch on something. A lot of people are like, why'd you name yourself that? I didn't name myself Tut God. The name came from my fans from India. When I first started dancing, I remember I had MySpace and I had messages all the time. Oh, you are a tutting God. You are the Tut God. You God of Tut. So I was like, hey, you call me that, I'm gonna be that. So that's what tug gods is, and I feel like everybody is a tug god. You know what I mean? So all it is like tug god means is like you got to the highest form of your tutting. It's you don't have to think no more. It's just you're flowing like a god. That's what tug gods is. So just to clear that up, you know what I mean? Just like that.
For sure. I got some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Want to know if you are worried about the health of your wrists.
Um, Yeah, why not? You know what I mean? But there's always health risk and everything. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just God's gonna let me keep dancing until the risk give out. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So I'm not really too much worried. I'm a healthy dude. I stretch a lot. You know what I mean? If it's time, it's time to whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not really too worried. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
I feel
Yeah.
you 100. And there is another question. What are the adjustments you make to TUT?
About wait, what is let me see.
What are
What is,
the crucigram? Crucigram.
what is adjustments makes my tuts? Um, I feel like it's more about connecting now, like all your pieces for me. Like, you know what I mean? Because you can make 1,000 dope angles, but it's how is it gonna connect and how is it gonna flow into a new transition? You know what I mean? So it's like that's my adjustment now for when I do my dance style. It's like how do things connect properly and like how do the science of this shit work? Like I try to make my illusions look so different. You know what I mean? Sometimes I get lost in it. And it's like, oh shit, now I need to put them together and like, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So that's my adjustment thing.
That's dope. And I got another question. Is not now, but is the guy called Teddy Academy. He's from Israel. He asked me, can you tell for you what are the sub styles of tedding?
Substyles?
He told me about like 3D tuts, fixed points, those kind of. He called
Oh
them
yeah.
sub styles.
So when it comes to fixed points for me, I go by a 2-4-6 rule. We got this I call this 2-4-6, and if you want to, you can go 8. These are my points that I always work with. If you always connect the fingertip to one of these points, you'll never mess up. Remember that. So what I mean is like, okay, so I'm connected here, right to the 2. Boom. Now I'm back at 4. Boom. Back at 6. Boom. Back at 8. You know what I mean? Like you won't ever mess up. Just always connect that tip. That's when it comes to that. Okay, so 3D tuts. Um, well, basically for me, I feel like 3D tuts is like everybody has a different explanations of what tutting is, but like mine would be like, you know what I mean, when I go like this and I 3D it around my head and then boom, you know what I mean, stuff like that. I feel like that's 3D tuts. It's just more like making it more explosion for me. That's what a 3D tut is. Like when I'm throwing it over here and I'm bouncing it and it comes that way, you know what I mean, and shit like that. So it's like just more explosive. And then you have the angle style. It's just like when it's just straight angle connections. It's like, you know, when you go like that. And then you got the whole ideology of like just straight angles, boop, boop. And then add the finger tuts in it. And then you got these ones where you connect in the finger tuts and the, you know what I mean, boop, shit like that all day. Boop.
So you call it the angle style?
Yeah, I feel like it's just straight angle style. Like when you just straight angle it out the whole entire time, just straight bar, 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 bar. You know what I mean? But then, like, when it comes to my tutting style specifically, because if you look at tug gods, everyone has a different tutting style in the team.
That's
Like,
right.
intricates is so much different than mine. You know what I mean? It's like mine's more of like a anglist, digity type of style. And the intricate's like hella bar, like straight. You know what I mean? Yang it, and then he has like those clean ass illusions. Boop boop boop.
Mm,
But it's like,
that's really dope. So what will be your dream project, Strobe?
oh, for myself,
For yourself, for dancing? Yeah, your dream project.
I think getting all the creative like you know, like when Finger Circus worked with Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a dream project for me would be Pac-Man working with Tug Gods. Like, all of us using our angles at full potential, but with the craziest mind-fucking illusion that you can think impossible with tutting. So, that's that for me. I feel like that would be that. And then another one would be like a top-tier video with like top-tier dancer from every single style. Like maybe like tight eyes, you know what I mean, me, you know what I mean, shit like that. Like, you know what I mean, got all these raw people out there. I like schizos, you know what I mean, shit like that. So I feel like it would be really dope. Just come together as one and show, you know, unity, especially in the crazy time now. You dig?
That's
Mm-hmm.
really dope. We got a question. It is related to this. How do you feel working with Pac-Man and Hawk?
They're really dope people. I love working with my boys. You know what I mean? It's crazy to watch them on America's Best Dance Crew, and then you know we're working right next to them, commercials and like just labbing and stuff like that. It's really dope to work with them because they're so creative. Like, Pac-Man will take a chair and make a whole like crazy ass routine, and then you have Hawk. He's so like, he's so you know precision wise. He's really dope. But working with them is really dope because it challenges your mental. It challenges like how creative can you be? You know what I mean? Like you think you're creative now, but when you work with them, you're gonna be way more creative. Like you're gonna try everything possible to try to like do something dope.
That's really dope. What is your favorite art piece, artwork? Like something that inspire you for real every time you watch it?
I'll say Naruto for sure. Because like if you see my finger tutting style like this came from Naruto. Like you know he does the fireball jutsu. I couldn't go like this at first, so I was going like this to make like a fireball, but it didn't look like some horns, so I started going like that. When you watch cartoons like that and like Dragon Ball Z, you turn off the volume and you put music and they're dancing. You know what I mean? So it's like I get a lot of inspiration from that, a lot of inspiration from fighting movies and Ong Bak, Ip Man, you know, Jet Li and stuff like that. It's just it's really dope, man. I get inspiration from almost anything. Like the star concept, it came from Super Mario Brothers. You know, when the star bounces, and you take it and you get big, yeah, and shit like that. That's where that concept. So you can make a concept with tutting in almost anything you look at, man. To be honest, yeah, I mean, you could tut with it like empty water bottle. Yeah, I mean, you could just start fucking flowing with it. You know what I mean? Just all day.
Yeah, remember your glasses one too?
Yeah, my glasses. Yeah, the signature little pose. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, shit like that. Yeah.
So, so related to that, we got a question. What is your favorite signature move?
Oh man. There's so many. Fuck. I have a lot, like, but I think the one that I love the most and that would help my style the most was the double L bar, the this one right here, because this is what really helped me make my whole style now is was those two angles, and oh yeah, also you know, chicken wing, and then like you know the bow and arrow, like just like my main signatures with those, and then like my finger tuck ones, of course we got the star, and then like because we got the bow and the triangle and like shit like that, but yeah, those are my favorite.
That's really, really dope. I always wanted to see a picture with you doing the double L like this, and I got my friend Strauss that do it bone breaking like this, like
Mm.
grabbing and clap.
And
That
negligent.
photo will be legendary, bro. So we almost at the end of the interview. If some people got questions, just write them down right now. So if someone wants to start studying just after the interview, like today, what would be your advice for him?
I'm gonna give you guys a secret right now. Okay, so when it comes to me and how I got so good at my tutting and like my speed changes and rotations and you know moves, excuse me, it's called this is what I do every time before I lap. So if you want to practice your tutting, first make sure your hands are very straight. So go get like a book or a laptop and balance it on your hands for like maybe a minute, and you know what I mean, get your angles really straight, because people who don't know what tutting is, they're like they need to know what it is, like okay, you're making shapes, you're making concept, you know what I mean, they don't want to see duck hands like this, like what the hell is that, you know what I mean, so don't do that. So here's the secret that I always do. So pretend that you got super glue and you put the glue on your hands and you put your palms together. So you're gonna start off with this is my right arm, my left arm. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What this is doing is helping you get the wrist motion to be able to tut, and then always come back to the same rotation. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be able to keep going all day, and then you're gonna start getting those finger tuts in there. You know what I mean? It's like so that's my little trick for you guys, and then also practice it on this sand too. But remember to stay original. Always keep your hands like straight so where people could see it like really well. So I always try to keep my level to like where my chin is. Um, Take your time. Don't be afraid to get out uncomfortable, because that's how I created like half these moves was being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So don't be afraid to try something new. Lay down, try it. You know what I mean? Like jump and try it. You know what I mean? Do whatever you want to do, but just be creative. Don't give up so easily, because I know when people first start tutting, it's you know what I mean, they get frustrated because it's it takes a lot of mental power too, hand-eye coordination and shit like that. So don't get frustrated, just have fun with it. That's my advice for anybody who wants to first start.
I know you're giving online classes, so you can give a little bit of promotion of yourself.
Oh yeah, so if you guys want to learn 101 with me, just hit my direct message. I teach beginners all the way to advanced, or if you want to stick with me as your teacher, I will teach you from beginner to advanced. But here's a little tip of advice: if you guys are gonna work with me, make sure you're ready to work. Like you know what I'm saying? Don't you know what I mean? I don't work with lazy people. If you really want this, trust me, this is the class you're gonna want. You're gonna hurt a little bit afterwards, but it's gonna be worth it. All my students always come back, and then watching the videos from when they first started to now, very impressive. And they're making their own style, new angles, techniques. Are battling now and winning battles. So it's like, I mean, if you guys want it, tap in.
That's dope. So they just have to DM you. That's right.
Yeah, just DM me and we could talk how to set it up, and we'll pick a date. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
That's right. Now we're gonna go to the questions because I got some
Mm.
from directly from Zambia. These weeks I have been doing the same tests. How can I fix it?
Um, well, one, it's called tutting block. So sometimes with me, I know sometimes we tend to get comfortable with tutting. Like, so if you learn a combo, you're gonna get kind of comfortable with that combo, and you're not gonna want to stop doing the combo. So like, okay, so I'll go like this. Like, one of my favorite ones to teach would be oop. When I go here, up, boop, switch it, shit like that. So I do that, right? But then, like, how to switch it up? I'm like, okay, so if I push my head this way, maybe I should try it sideways. You know what I'm saying? What can I make from there? So I'll go, boop, bam, turn it sideways, go in, boop, and then switch it up and make a whole different concept with that same concept. So basically, if you have an angle or something like this, remember, if you turn your body sideways, it's a new angle. If you turn your body this way, it's a new angle. If you turn your body this way, it's a whole new angle. So don't, if you get stuck in a combo, just try that combo sideways or try that combo this way. I promise you're going to make a lot more new shit because that's the way I got out of it. So it's like, when I was stuck here, I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? Just turn it sideways. You can make a whole new concept with the same concept. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my advice for that.
That's really dope.
Mm.
We got that's not the question. That's just a comment from Israel. My physiologist talked me about injuries, specifically when you're doing the fishtail, because
Mm.
there is a vein above the bone here.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, it could be. Honestly, I don't know anything about that, but I know when I do this, I don't feel no pain. I can go both ways too. See?
Oh, you gotta. What?
Yeah, I can go both ways. So it's like,
The fuck is.
but hey, I'm gonna teach you a secret right there, Puma. It's an illusion, bro. So this way it's real, right? But when I
Yeah.
go, I'm holding it like this. I'm really going like that. I'm just going like that to show the camera that it looks.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So
Mm,
like when I go like this, right? I'm like, it looks ugly right here, right? But when I go like this, it looks like a whole box. Boom,
sure.
boom. It's just an illusion. But I don't know about that because I don't feel no pain. Everybody's different. Remember that. But I don't know. Best of luck. I don't know. Remember just to stretch.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know about it. I just have to read the comment. We got a question: how to judge or observe tearing in events or battles?
Originality, cleanness, transitions, creativity, illusion, animation, most definitely, and speed changes. Like that, I look for all that too, because it's like you could be really dope, but if you're not like showing me like boom, 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 you know what I mean, shit like that, like I want to like see like crazy shit. You know what I mean? And transitions and like, because when it comes to like tutting competitions, a lot of people tend to get repetitive kind of towards the end. So it's like, you know what I mean? I like to see when like somebody's really getting uncomfortable and like switching levels and like, you know what I mean, doing crazy ass illusions and animation with it. Maybe even do a bone break and then, you know what I mean, come out with a tut. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Really dope. Another question: what is your favorite dancer besides you?
Shit, there's a lot, man. I like a lot of dancers. I'm gonna just say, I'll go with styles besides dancers, like, because there's a lot of dancers within styles that I love. Like, I love juking, flexing, of course. Um, I love tutting, of course. Blah blah. You know what I mean? Just gliding. It's just, there's so many dancers that I can like say they're my favorites because I don't pick one. You know what I mean? Like, if we're gonna be real, Michael Jackson is my favorite dancer. You know what I mean? Like, so smooth. But if we're gonna pick like, there's like, okay, we got Schizo. I love the Twins. I love Intricate, Tug Gods, Bone Break. I love you know what I mean. I love watching the Flexers. We got like Killa, Young X, and all them. You know what I mean? Turfers. There's I Dummy. You know what I mean? It's endless list because it's like I'm a fan too. I'm not just, you know what I mean, up there. I love the culture so much to where I love, being entertained. I'll grab popcorn and a soda and watch battles all day and smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? So
For
it
sure.
just
I really think the same because I think there is a wrong tendency that we got in dance that looking for the best one. But I
Mhm.
think, in my personal opinion, that we have to look it more as music. In your iPhone, even if you got a favorite artist, you don't have just one album of one artist.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
hella.
many artists of many styles.
You know what I mean? It's albums, features. You know what I mean? Just like different vibes. So it's like, yeah, just think of dancing like music, guys. Like, I mean, you can have different favorites in every category. You know what I mean? And some battles are timeless. Some dancer might not be your favorite, but they did a battle that's your favorite. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, you know, make it just happen like that concept. Mm-hmm.
Okay, two last questions.
All
How
right.
to pick up different concepts?
Like I was explaining earlier, it's mainly about inspiration. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, I watch a lot of Naruto, and it's like that's how I come up with a lot of finger concepts. If I watch a game of Tetris, you know what I mean, and practice how the blocks move, and like, you know what I mean, stuff like that, I get inspiration, and I find out different ways to do that. Um, Sometimes, you know what I mean, I'll actually look up shapes online, like octagons and like pentagon, you know what I mean, and see if I can create it in my, you know, with my body and stuff like that. You know, doing crazy stuff like shapes and like trying new things. There's so many ways in this world to make a concept with tutting. Like you can have a piece of fruit, like, you know what I mean, like a orange. You know what I mean, you can practice with the orange on the table and stuff like that. Get new rotations and new movements and like stuff like that. Maybe when you do bone breaking, a lot of people who can't bone break should bone break because it's like, you know, I'm making a lot of concept with, you know what I mean, stuck with tutting and, you know, still coming able back, boo, boo, you know what I mean? It just like, it don't stop. And, yeah, just honestly, just look at the world. That's your inspiration. Look at the world when it comes to inspiration. And remember, if you are practicing on one combo, remember, try that combo in a different movement with it. You know what I mean? Turn sideways and try that combo. You'll make new stuff. You
That's
need.
really dope. Last question. Who you want to collab with?
Oh, shit. Man, that's another one where it's like, you know, think as music. You know what I mean? There's like, I want to collab with so many dancers, man. But if I want to be like specific, shit, that's so hard, man. Because it's like tutting can merge with so many styles and then look nice. You know what I mean? So, uh, damn, shit. Well, I want to collab with my boy Sadek. That's one. I want to do like a tutting combination with Sadek. TUTT, King TUTT. I want to do one with him. Shit, me and you and Puma, we can do one. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I want to collab with the world. That's my thing. I'm gonna collab with the world. That's my answer. I'm gonna collab with the world.
That's
But,
really dope.
mhm.
Uh, do smoking weed help you with that?
It helps me. It helps me like it depends. You know, certain different weed do different things to you. You know what I
That's
mean? Like some weeds for creativity, some weeds for pain, some weeds for relaxation, some weeds for you know, mental thinking. Well, basically, like if I want to, I'll smoke like a creative blunt, and then I'll come out with some crazy new lab. You know, it's mainly about when you smoke, it gets you in a good vibe. It makes you, you know what I mean, it makes you feel like, just it makes the music feel more, you know, intense. So that's what kind of gets you in there. Because when I practice for a battle, I'm by myself. I'll just smoke one real quick, and then I'll just feel like I'm in the battle because like I'll feel so intense with it, like wow, wow, I'm screaming like what the fuck, like shit like that,
it.
whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it can help intensify the lab. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Yeah. So that's my answer for that.
Feel you 100 on this one, bro. So, last thing, just to finish the interview, do you have a message to spread, dancing or not?
um, Shit, especially with the times going on right now. Black Lives Matter. Remember that, guys. Um, just show love, spread love, be the best version that you can be. Always believe in yourself because you're gonna be the only person that believes in you more than anything possible. So always believe in yourself. Always remember that the vision will be try to be cloudy by distractions, but those are just distractions. Always stay focused about what you want. Never let nobody else tell you what you can't do, and always push for your goals because at the end of the day, you only get one life. And you want to make sure that you live it and be happy, bro. You want to remember your happiness come first. I didn't get everything I got today. I didn't get to the position I was thinking about everybody else's happiness. You have to think about what you want. Remember, no matter what situation, rich, poor, your dreams are focused on you. You make that happen. Nobody else. And God. Remember, I always saying going with God. But that's my message, man. I mean, spread love, spread art.
That's really, really dope. Yo, bro, thanks a lot for this. You spread mad knowledge. It was
Thank
really a pleasure having you.
you. Yeah.
Hope to see you in real life someday, bro.
Yeah. Off tops, brother. Thank you for having me, man. Appreciate you.
Stay safe. Thanks
You
for inspiring.
Gangland. Stay safe, brother.
Bye. Yo, so that was really inspiring, really dope. That was the TED Talk number 12 with Mr. Strobe. You can follow him on Instagram, Strobe Flacco, DM him for private classes. And that's it. The GOAT have been part of the TED Talks. Okay, so next one we're gonna go to a OG. I think we're gonna interview T-Bugs from Chicago. So stay tuned. Flyer's gonna be out soon. Thanks for this studying community. Much love. Stay safe. Peace out.